narratives and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play his video, and then we'll go ahead and dissect it. Shout out to SLOAN, even though he didn't give me any kind of shout out when he played my audio. Now he didn't show my face, but he played my audio in one of his videos. But I ain't gonna knock him down, you know.
Is Uncle Ron, and let me tell you this: within the next couple of months, a whole lot of new stuff is going to surface. A whole lot of new names are going to come up that you guys were not aware of.
In this video, we are doing a deep dive on Uncle Ron. Now, Uncle Ron isn't your typical uncle. He's actually a bodyguard and has been a bodyguard for some of the biggest names in music. I'm talking about Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and even Diddy. You guys know these celebrities have tried to keep their bad.
Now, I don't remember him ever saying he was a bodyguard for Diddy necessarily. I know he worked with Nicolas Cage, he worked with Drew Hill, he worked with a few people.
Acts under wraps, but now these people who were involved are falling and getting in trouble, and others are speaking out. Unfortunately, Ron may have passed away. I say may because I have found a few different sources that do say he died in September of this year, but then others that haven't really confirmed it. I'm kind of under the impression that he has passed away, and we're not entirely sure what led up to this. There are some people saying, SLOAN, talk about Uncle Ron. You know, he was off because he was outspoken. And there were some certain posts that he had made on social media, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Now, the internet is reacting as Diddy's alleged bodyguard.
If you look up the Richardson Funeral Home, you'll see that that's where I got the whole pending status from. It shows it there. The whole pending status, it's on the Richardson Funeral Home. Look up Ronnie Smith, you'll see it there. So it is confirmed that he's long and gone. It's not a conspiracy. He's still alive or hiding in a cage. No, he gone. Now, I don't have a death certificate, but I mean, I don't think a funeral home would fake it, right?
Uncle Ron has died, saying he had a lot to say about Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Now, we did not want Beyoncé to be coming after me, so we're going to say that this is all alleged. It's coming from Uncle Ron. This article reads, the recent death of Uncle Ron, a former celebrity bodyguard who had ties with Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Diddy, has come under scrutiny on social media. This comes after Ron alleged in a TikTok video that Jay-Z and Diddy wanted B.I.G., Notorious Big, B.I.G., killed. Rest in peace, B.I.G., by the way, and Tupac. Ron is being discussed online as Diddy faces these charges, and they're questioning whether he was removed because he is a witness. I mean, celebrity bodyguards, especially at this level of celebrity, they see a lot. I'm sure a lot of really damning things, and I'm sure there are plenty of threats to stay silent. On October 24th, it looks like someone on Facebook, a blog, posted a video saying that Uncle Ron, whose name is Ron Smith, was found dead 24 hours after making a video saying that Diddy and Jay-Z unalived Biggie. Quote, is this just a coincidence?
And like I told you guys, that was back in early 2023 when he made that video. But this website had reposted it, and then people were all like, oh my God, this is, again, drawing conspiracies. This is why I always try to look up information before I just give you guys conspiracy theories.
Coincidence, or do you think there's more to it? 24 hours after making the video, he's gone. So if his followers are noticing this connection, there's probably something here. I must admit, I was not hip to Uncle Ron's social media platform before his unfortunate passing. Now, this video is circulating the internet where you can see Uncle Ron talking about Jay-Z and Diddy wanting Biggie gone. Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy Records, and these two did not want to see that money going anywhere. Biggie mentioned that he was tired of being used, abused, and that he was bigger than Bad Boy Records itself. Now, here is that clip of Uncle Ron speaking.
Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line. You don't have to believe me. Believe the facts. Here's a man that wanted to leave Bad Boy. He wanted to do his own thing. He mentioned several times how he was tired of being used and abused, that he was bigger than Bad Boy itself. Somebody, and we ain't gonna call no more names, dangled a bogus contract in front of his face.
Now, I always heard a rumor that Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy, but I don't know if that was ever like confirmed. But I do want to let you guys know that I know that Tupac didn't want to leave Death Row. I know that for a fact. But with the Biggie, I keep hearing that. I know I heard that from Jaguar, right? Take it how you want to. I don't know. It's not a rumor. Oh, he really did want to leave. I just never seen that confirmed for me. That's what I'm saying.
So he wouldn't leave the company. How I know I was there. Another thing, Jay-Z wanted him out of the industry, period, so he could take over and be the biggest hip-hop artist around. And I wonder who's the biggest hip-hop artist today.
Now, my impression of Uncle Ron is that he's not out here trying to get clout or trying to be a celebrity on his own. I think that he's got some things that he has seen and heard over the years kind of pent up, and he's ready to speak out. Now, according to this website, Bristol Film Festival, it looks like Ron Smith also alleged that Diddy had approached him in 1997 to carry out the death of Biggie. So not only to be his bodyguard, but to go and commit the crime on his own time.
He said back in March 1st, 1997, Diddy approached him and offered him $30,000 to put a hit on Biggie. All of this is alleged. He said the reason.
Now, this is what's interesting to me, and I didn't say this last time that I played Ron's video because we already played his videos, but when he said 30,000, that seemed very cheap to me, especially since Keefe D, who's in jail right now, said he was offered $1 million. And by $1 million, I mean $1 million. 30,000 to off someone, that seems very low. And especially somebody like Biggie, that seems very low. You know, allegedly, this is what Uncle Ron is saying. 30,000 just seems so low, especially if Keefe D said he was offered $1 million to take out Tupac. I'm sorry, let me clarify. To take out Tupac. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Was because Diddy allegedly wanted the rights to Biggie's catalog. He also says that Biggie had plans of leaving Bad Boy. He goes on to say that Diddy is evil and that him and his mother have treated all of Diddy's employees like they were scum of the earth. And then he ends that video saying he has so much more to talk about when it comes to Diddy. According to Uncle Ron, Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy because he was tired of being used and abused. And then he said somebody, but we're not going to say any more names, dangled a fake contract in front of Biggie so that he wouldn't leave. He said, I know this because I was there. He said Jay-Z wanted Biggie out of the industry, period. According to Uncle Ron, Jay-Z wanted to be the biggest hip hop artist in the industry. And he said, look at him today. In his own words, he said, it's all business. These two billionaires have done what they seeded to do. Allegedly.
Now, Uncle Ron passed away on September 14th, but the cause of death was not made public. Keep in mind, he was 59 years old, which is still pretty young to be passing away. I mean, he didn't seem like he was out of it in that video. Now, I've pulled some posts from Uncle Ron's TikTok, so let's go ahead and review those. Like this one. I would like to inform everyone on TikTok of my husband's passing. Uncle Ron will always be remembered in love. If you could help with donations towards his funeral service. And
Okay, so I want to say something. So I do remember something slightly about Biggie wanting to leave, but what I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that Rolling Stone had interviewed some people that close to Biggie, saying that Biggie wanted to get out his contract and stuff like that. Rolling Stone did this big expose on Diddy. That's what I remember what it was. So you guys are correct in saying that he wanted to leave, but I was just saying, I never seen anything from Biggie himself, or I don't know if Miss Wallace has ever confirmed that or not either.
It looks like it's a message from his wife, Evelyn. Another person added, this is Ronnie's son, Junior. My father's
hit the like button, please.
Below. So they're
hit the like
asking
button
for donations, which maybe they need the money. I don't know. I guess funerals are, their goal is $2,500. So, funerals are expensive. Oh, I feel so bad for the kids and the wife, anyone to lose a family member. As many of you knew, my uncle loved TikTok. My dad was a beacon of light and love in the lives of so many. He was a devoted father and a cherished friend and a source of endless joy. Oh my gosh, no, look at these comments over here. It looks like he was a truck driver after being a bodyguard. And it looks like his wife commented, Ronnie, I will forever love you. It's never goodbye until we meet again. We love and miss you dearly. Ronnie Jr., Sky Hun, forever in our hearts. Oh, I'm going to get choked up. I will forever love you. and keep your memory alive. We miss you, your wife and sons. Oh, it looks like the sons are named like after him, Ronnie, and then like
Now, I just have a question. So, and I know his family's still healing. You know, they're going through their grieving process. But what do they do now? Do they pretend like none of this ever happened? Because they still post on his TikTok. He still has posts on his TikTok. So they're throwing like old throwback pictures and stuff like that, trying to keep his memory alive. But what about this whole Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy stuff? Like, do they just pretend like that never happened and just move on with their life? Because obviously they know people want to know about it because they're turning off the comment section so you can't comment. And beforehand, what they were doing was deleting comments when people would ask what happened, you know? Again, his family is kind of left to deal with the results of all the stuff he put out there.
Skylar? I don't know. But that makes me want to cry. Oh, I don't want anyone's parents to die.
Yo, how are we just now finding out that Uncle Ron passed? How did this stay out of the media? And how the hell hasn't this been plastered all over TikTok? TikTok, you disappointed me. This was posted from Uncle Ron's official TikTok page by his wife on September 13th. It is now October 23rd, and it is just now hitting the blogs.
Oh,
And this thing remaining so low-key isn't the only thing that's suspicious. If you go to Uncle Ron's TikTok page, all of his videos are going to say the creator limited comments. This creator is stating that the reason why the comments are turned off is because people were in the comments asking what happened to Uncle Ron, how did he pass away, and the family wanted to avoid the question because they wanted to stay safe.
Now, there are a lot of conspiracies going online, and I do think it's interesting to see the family not list a cause of death. I mean, while I do think that's pretty personal, I think that at 59 years old, it's not like he was sick with anything. They didn't really.
Question. Are people obligated to tell you why someone passed away? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Yes, they should let you know why somebody passed away. No, if they shouldn't. Let me know right now while we continue.
You see it coming. I mean, maybe it is to protect themselves, saying like, yeah, it was a drive-by shooting. They probably don't want to say that because they don't want to be harmed themselves. But people are going crazy with these conspiracies. And one thing I love about a conspiracy is like it's just like a little bit away from theory, and like theories can be sometimes true. And I do think that sometimes these conspiracy theories are onto something.
Patriots, I have this update just in. Someone in my comments, thank you, asked me, how did Uncle Ron die? I have some answers. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy. He died last month. He was only 59 years old, very young. Some people are whirling around that he died of that same pneumonia that Kim Porter had. Sounds a little bit shady. Sounds like maybe the diddler had him taken care of, because here's something real crazy. I had myself and my people reach out to his family because his TikTok page is still active, and people in the comments are asking, what happened to Uncle Ron? What happened? What is the family doing? Deleting all of the comments. If you go over to Uncle Ron's TikTok page, try this, Patriots. I did it. Say, what happened to Ron? How did he expire? They delete your question. Why?
Expire. Sorry, I never heard that. How do you expire? Is that the new unalive?
Because they want to keep.
You know what? I just thank you for that, because I didn't realize Diddy was arrested around that time. He was arrested. I believe it was the 18th, right? Hold on. Diddy was arrested around the 18th. It was on the 17th. 17th, he was arrested. Oh, no, hold on. No, it was that Monday night, so it was on the 16th. But Uncle Ron passed away on the 12th. But something interesting, Don Richard from Danity Kane, remember her lawsuit? That was on September 11th. So that was the day before Uncle Ron passed away. Whoa. Wow. Crazy. Now y'all got me going down conspiracy lane with y'all. Look at that.
Their family members safe and everyone else in their life that they care about, because the diddler is not done with his nastiness.
Not the
Not
diddler,
diddler.
but if he was poisoned,
Oh,
that would be fascinating. Especially because I'm pretty sure that's how Kim Porter allegedly went. This comment reads, Uncle Ron was obviously taken out. Good Lord, the Diddy death toll. He did speak about Jay-Z and Beyonce, so let's talk about what he had to say. He made headlines back in January 2023 for claiming to have inside information and receipts about Jay-Z and Beyonce, saying that they wanted to destroy Carrie Hilson's career, which I've actually gotten some requests for that video. Comment below if you want to see that. Uncle Ron then alleged that Beyonce consumed drugs while sharing how hateful the couple was. Actually, I remember talking about you, Uncle Ron, in a Beyonce video. He said, yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Now, after some videos went viral in February, including, I don't think my video went viral, but after people started talking about what Uncle Ron had said, he had some consequences. This headline reads that Beyonce's former bodyguard speaks again, suggesting that Beyonce and Jay-Z may be trying to kill him. So was that their plan from the jump, and they just did not act on it until they really need to? He claims that he witnessed Beyonce using hard drugs. Well, it looks like Beyonce's team has gotten to Uncle Ron, and now he's singing a different tune. He returned.
yes, please hit that like button. Thank you for that. Damn, I'm trying to be nice, but I don't know how to be. I'm just gonna say it with my chest, and that's just it. I don't like being, and this is why I get frustrated with a lot of these whistleblowers and stuff like that, is because they say stuff and then they won't complete their statement, or they'll be like, "Oh, I can't say this," or "I can't say that," and they'll kind of wean you on, so then they can keep coming back for interviews, and they can keep giving like a sprinkle, this and that, and it's all like, I just don't like that. I don't like that. Like, give it to me at one time, all of it, so we can move on. Not these little sprinkles of this and that. Like, if you're really trying to save people, I'm just saying, if you're really trying to save people and you're really trying to expose someone, then you need to put everything out there, so then you can save the next person from being a victim and so forth, so forth. You know what I mean? Like, if you're literally just giving little spouts of information and just sprinkle here, sprinkle there, then it's hard for me to believe that you're telling me the truth. A lot of these people are just sounding like opportunists. And I know Uncle Ron is long and gone. He's gone right now, but I would consider Uncle Ron an opportunist. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Somebody had to say it, damn it. He seemed like an opportunist. Hit the like button or the dislike button. Y'all probably gonna hit the dislike button.
Turned to TikTok to explain that he's deleted all of his videos about Beyonce, saying that he'll never speak about the Carters again. He said he does not retract any of his statements, but he will no longer speak about them. He added if any fans have any questions to talk to his attorneys. Ron then made what it appears to be an ominous prediction. The older gentleman told fans that he does not drink or do drugs in case anything happens to him. Ron also implies that the Carters are holding something dear to him that he wants back, that no amount of money could buy his silence. Interesting. So I wonder what they would have that is his, that he wants back and he's complying for. This is so scary, right, guys? What do you think? Now, in March 2024, things started to reignite again, and Uncle Ron got himself in some trouble because he posted this video on TikTok.
Hey, this is everybody's Uncle Ron, and let me tell you this. Within the next couple of months, a whole lot of new stuff is going to surface. A whole lot of new names.
Wait, that is crazy, because if you think March 2024, March is when Diddy's places were raided. So then he probably was made contact with.
So it was the same video that I played you guys earlier. That's what he's reviewing right now. When Ron was all like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of big names and it's going to be on a federal level. Remember he said that? But also, too, yeah, Diddy's house was raided. Of course it's going to be on a federal level. If Homeland Security raided his house, like, yeah. If the feds are raiding your home, somebody's going down. That's it.
and told everything he knows. So he knows what's coming. And maybe he's a witness, and that's why he was unalived, because he would be a witness in this entire investigation, and they figured it out. So they got rid of witnesses. So there is no testimony. There's no people to prove that they committed these crimes.
Things are going to come up that you guys were
I don't
not
believe
aware
that.
of, including the bodyguards who were involved. You have to remember the personal assistants who were involved, who saw things. There were things that Jennifer Lopez saw that
oh my gosh, we just talked about another video how J-Lo could be celebrity B listed in a lawsuit from when Diddy's 13-year-old victim was R-worded after the 2000 MTV VMAs, and J-Lo was effing there.
she may be even called upon because a lot of stuff was tried to be swept under the rug, and unfortunately they saw things. So it's going to all come forward. Even had the personal call to find out, hey man, how can we sweep this under the rug? We can't sweep it under the rug, man. It's done.
Wait, so who called him? Who's the personal call? Who called him saying, hey, how do we get rid of this? Ooh, and then Uncle Ron said it's too late.
It's a done deal. And I would...
No, Uncle Ron, no, I'm going to go to hell for saying this, but somebody got to say it. Uncle Ron, knowing that your family got a GoFundMe asking for money, you should have took the money, brother. You should have took the money because you didn't leave nothing for your family. What's wrong with you?
Refuse to withdraw from my statements. So the things that will happen, they're definitely going to happen. And look forward to it because Uncle Ron told you so. I told you over a year ago that some of this stuff happened. Now, I'm telling you again, it's getting ready to go down on a federal.
Because he literally was contacted during the raids. And if he's saying that Beyonce and Jay-Z did what they did, and then we've got Beyonce sitting like next to the next president. Actually, this video will probably be posted after we figure out who the next president is, but this is a scary world. What?
On a federal stage.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
Yeah. This video was obviously before the election.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Wow, I really wish that Uncle Ron was here to go and see everything play out, because he probably would have been one of the best witnesses. Now, I'm sure that he's just one of many people. There are probably other people out there who aren't on social media and who are kind of going to like stay silent until the trial happens. But I would say if you are someone out there that has that information, I would probably really keep it on the down low, because I feel like they're going after people. And
Okay. So he just basically just finishes off like, oh, they're probably going after people and stuff like that, and the witnesses should be careful, and then he promotes something at the end. That's basically it. But if you want to check out the full video, go ahead and check out Sloan, not Sloan Bella. Yo, it's funny, they both like white with blonde hair. But anyway, back to the point. Again, with Uncle Ron, I can't say for a fact that he's lying about everything. However, it just drives me crazy that he did all of this exposing and giving us breadcrumbs, and there was nothing left from it. Like, he didn't capitalize off of his own momentum. Put a 1 in the chat if you forgot about Uncle Ron. Put a 2 if you always remembered Uncle Ron. Put a 1, you forgot about him. Put a 2 if you always remembered him. Let's do a 30-second countdown. Okay, so a few of you remembered him. Okay. But for the most part, it seemed like more than everyone put a 1. Yeah, I totally forgot about him. I was all like, oh, Uncle Ron? I was like, oh, I remember him. He was the security guard guy. I was trying to look up the picture. I couldn't find it, but there is a picture of Ron and Beyonce. Like, he looks like he's escorting her. So Whether he worked for Beyonce for one day, we do know that they were pictured together at least one time. But again, even with that being said, whatever, and you heard SLOAN say there was something that Jay-Z, Beyonce had that he wanted. Even with that being said, like, what was it that they had that he wanted, or he couldn't say this or that, but his lawyer had the information? If there's no book, no video, nothing coming out, it's all like, what was it all for? Because now you're not even here to tell your story. And I'm not blaming him for not being here. You can't blame someone for passing away. But what I'm saying is, what do you have to show for it? You don't have anything to literally show for it. Um, and like I said, when Jack passed away, when Courtney B, Chris Todd, are they going to have anything? Are they going to leave a legacy? Or are they just going to be these conspirators? I don't know. It makes you literally ask that question. What are they? What is their legacy? What are they going to leave? Are they going to leave anything? Or are they going to be an Uncle Ron and have their family ask for donations and stuff like that? Now that I'm in my grown man era, like, there's just a lot of shit that I think about now. But let me know you guys' thoughts in the chat. This was a good conversation. We got over 800 people, but only 200 likes. Y'all obviously hating. It's okay. And shout out to Lady Grace. I appreciate you. We had to go back down conspiracy lane. We had to go back down that lane for a minute. But I'll be back a little later, you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Anybody else who cashed out PayPal, Venmo after the show, I thank you guys as always. I love y'all. Be safe out there, but we out of here.